Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today, we'll be taking a look at the new issue of Alex Automatic by James Corcoran and Fraser Campbell. I had, in a previous review of all of James's stuff, talked about the Alex Automatic. I didn't realize that they were going to be coming back to this project, but I'm glad they did. It's a fun, surreal little, $1 million man spy James Bond type of thing where you got this mechanized guy, spy guy here, Alex Automatic. It's been a while since I've read the previous 5 issues, and if I remember correct, they were pretty surrealist kind of spy stories, anyways. So this, I should probably go back and read all 5 of those and then read this issue. I can't really tell you how the story fits into the rest of the story. What I can tell you is I love James Corcoran's art. He's got this very expressive dry brush style, really nice loose rendering, very energetic artwork, and then his coloring has really come along, like with these nice big flat colors that complement his art very well. What I can comment on, though, is just read some of the writing in the story that I also really liked, and then you'll just get to see the art on those pages. I really like the writing on this page. These pasts are interchangeable disguises I wear as it pleases me. I have shed my yesterdays like snakeskin. I am the endless possibility of tomorrow. I am the future. I am what happens next. You may herald my coming. I like that. First, it's like powerful in terms of making the bad guys sound kind of scary. But what I really like about it is that it's talking about the way we view identity these days, is that we are kind of this ongoing interchangeable like mask that we can always reconstruct, and that there's not any kind of core there. And then saying that is the future, I am what happens next. I feel like they're kind of saying that is the worldview that the future is coming to, is this like transhumanist. I could be totally overreading it, but like this interchangeable, evolving sense of self versus the stable sense of self that we used to have. There's some more interesting writing here. You must kill with merciless conviction, destroy with limitless compassion. Only then can true salvation transpire, for new seeds need fertile soil in which to grow. Soil rich with the ashes of ruined orders. With the protocols, Prism has been handed a way to rouse the gods within us, and they were used to manufacture banality. I really like that whole sequence because it's talking about this cycle of death and rebirth that society needs. But they're talking about like raising it to the ground and then like rising back out of the compost. And so I'm seeing that too, like with this, they're talking about like the identity politics and stuff. It seems like it's commenting on this kind of anarchistic portion of society right now that wants to burn it down and start it all over and start with totally new conceptions of things, kind of coming out of like Derrida, especially philosophically. I think this book is commenting on that a little bit. That, and then suggesting also that maybe we don't need full death to regrow, that we can revise from what we've got. And then also this page here had really interesting thoughts on it. The protocol should have been the crowning achievement of the Animist division, but instead they were co-opted by the Prism hierarchy, their promise squandered. The protocols were not created to be a bigger stick. They were created to be a gateway through which mankind could pass reborn to a new place beyond the corruption of dying regimes, free from the sanctimony of heroes. So given like the way I'm translating that with the current political situation, I feel like there's a bit of that where it's like there's a lot of things in our society and the way our society was formulated and set up that were meant to be these protocols that should have been like the crowning achievement of an era, like this humanism, that our society should be founded on, but obviously wasn't. It's like there in writing, but wasn't in practice. And so now, like, as we're trying to get rid of all the problems that the practice part of it has created, a lot of people are throwing out the ideas as well. And I think that this is kind of saying, like, hey, those protocols were just misused, and that the people coming in trying to overthrow the society shouldn't also be misusing them. That it's like, no, let's use those protocols to try and get to where they're actually intended us to be. So within this spy story, there seems to be like this larger social thing going on, which I think is really great as well. So quite enjoyable. I'm gonna have to go back and read it all through as one to really make sure that I got it right. But it's new. I wanted to help promote it and get it out there. So definitely go get yourself a copy of Alex Automatic. I would suggest getting the whole series. It's quite beautiful. House on Fire by Matt Battaglia is a just gorgeous book where Matt's kind of making an emotional response to the years of COVID and wrapping that into a sci-fi dystopian future that really the sci-fi dystopian's backgrounded and you're focused on the emotional journey of two characters in a really beautiful way. And then that's enhanced by Matt's like really awesome, loose, kind of Paul Popish dry brush work. And then Sean and Matt have worked to get this second kind of orange spot color in there that's going to look really, really beautiful and has allowed Matt to use his dry brush technique to add tone to the thing too. So with Sean's production technique, this is going to be a gorgeous book with a lot of heart.